And
Fantastic.
good morning or good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for jumping on the call with us today. We've got another one of our ATS University sessions, second one of the year as we try to continue to grow the ATS University from last year. We've got a number of great manufacturers and a ton of products to show and highlight new innovations, all sorts of sizing presentations planned for the future on various equipment, and then how you can find all the products on the ATS spec tool. So if you like this, please consider jumping on another presentation in the future. We've got another one set up for next week, and we're going to continue rolling forward. All of our sessions are recorded so that we can post them on our ATS spec tool website, where you can find the previously recorded sessions and learn more about the products that are available. And as with all of our sessions, we will have a certificate of attendance sent out by the end of the week, so that you can self-report for any of the hours guides that you may need, various architectural and engineering hours systems where self-reporting is available. I don't believe that this is an AIA recorded or reported session, so it's not a registered session as it is, I believe, brand specific. Is that correct, Claudia?
That's correct. Yes, that's
Perfect.
correct.
So we do have a mixture of ones that are AIA accredited, and then some that are really more, I'll say, specific to the products at hand, where you can get into some of the deeper details of the product.
Mhm.
As with all of our sessions as well, everyone's muted upon entry, but I will be keeping an eye on the chat field. So if you have questions along the way, please feel free to put them into the Q&A session or the chat field, and we'll be sure to raise them to Claudio at an appropriate time. I guess without any further ado, I'll pass it over to you until I jump in at the end to show where you can find the products.
Perfect. Fantastic. Zach, thank you very much for the introduction. My name is Claudio Pearl. I'm Business Development Director at Stern Engineering and the person responsible for Canada. So the idea today is to you to learn a little more about how to specify Stern products in commercial projects. The learning objective for this presentation is, first of all, to understand how sensor technology enables touch-free experience in commercial restrooms, learn how touch-free experience increases sustainability while preserving hygiene standards, discuss fixture selection and installation types that meet high functionality and aesthetics design, and also describe the design elements to consider when selecting bathrooms partitions or cubicles that increase safety and privacy and hygiene. So all Stern products are certified in North America. We are in compliance with different certifications and standards, as you can see in this slide. For Canada, CSI, and CUPC. Stern is also part of the US Green Building Council. All our products, all our touch-free fixtures are in compliance with LEED, so we can arrive to any type of requirements for saving water purposes. The drinking fountains, the drinking faucets for drinking fountains are NSF approved. We have WaterSense and WIPO filters for our dryers. So it's important to you to take into consideration when you specify Stern products that all the products, including touch-free soap dispensers, faucets, hand dryers, WCs, urinals, are eligible in different type of finishes. Special finishes available for these products are matte black, stainless steel 316, stainless steel raw material, PVD brushed nickel, PVD copper, and PVD antique bronze, and of course the chrome plated finish as well. When it comes to how to select the right power source in our products, all our line of products can be eligible for transformers, battery powers, and dual power. So now, when it comes to transformers, basic hardwire transformers, hardwires into standard US plugs, and also transformer junction boxes that allows you to connect up to 10 products simultaneously. The battery powers, the products can use battery boxes with standard AA 9V batteries, or for soap dispensers, 12V batteries as well. Dual power is a feature that we recommend for high traffic installations. The dual power allows you to continue servicing the product even though there is any type of power failure in the building. Immediately, if the product detects a power failure, it will continue operational with a battery backup. Of course, you're more than welcome to stop me if you have any questions.
It's just
yeah.
One question that often comes up, and just good to clarify it
Yes.
At the outset. We're often asked for, matching soap and faucet. And from a number of other manufacturers, we see, the faucet may have a different power supply than the soap. Is that true with Stern as well? Or, like, would a hardwired soap dispenser run in the same transformer as the faucet, or is it a separate plugin?
No. It's a good question, and the answer is the following. First of all, when we offer a duo solution, soap and water, we help specifiers to specify the product using only one power source. So we supply the two products with a power splitter that is connected to one power source, so you don't need to have two power sources. So you can save us also cost when it comes to the installation.
Fantastic. And that would be a true hardwired connection for the soap dispenser, not a
Absolutely.
plug-in style.
Absolutely. Yeah, when it comes to the connection to the power, so basically we can supply this already ready with open wires just to be connected to the right power source. Not a problem.
Fantastic. Thank you.
So in continuing with the way of specifying the products, it's also important to attach to the specification the optional Stern accessories. In this case, are remote controls. So for the products, this is something that is optional. It doesn't need to be really necessary on site, because our sensors produced by Stern are very precise, and we have a lot of experience supplying products in high traffic areas. But yes, if there is any need of changing or modifying any of the features of the product, you can always add the Stern remote control into the specification. In this case, we have two remote controls, one that is dedicated only for fixtures, for faucets, which is this Stern 13 key remote control, where you can have a variety of features that you can modify or correct on site. The second one is a soap and water remote control, which includes also features that belongs to the soap dispensers. So you have two in one, right? And if you have only installed soap dispensers, you have the individual remote controls for liquid soap dispensers and for foam soap dispensers. In the liquid soap dispensers, you can see in the pictures, there is 4 drops that you can basically preset the dosage of soap on site. So from factory settings, the soap dispenser comes with the number 1, with the minimum dosage of soap, but you can change the quantity of soap on site with no problems. So also part of the specifications is that you can specify our packs of soap dispensers. We supply 6 packs of soap dispensers, where the remote control comes as a free of charge item. The other accessory is our thermostatic mixing valve. Products can be eligible to be used or installed with a thermostatic mixing valve, which is an NSF approved. It comes with all the inner parts that allows you to make the connection very easy on site, and you can preset through the thermostatic mixing valve the right temperature. Okay, now we will talk about the faucets and soap dispenser, the design behind the technology. So the idea is always to try to bring more aesthetics to the installation side, to the commercial area, or to the hospitality. It's very important to bring certain elements of style, minimalistic style to the installation. Usually we see other manufacturers bringing products that are more bulky, less aesthetics or less stylish. So the whole idea is to bring something a little different, more like, let's say, European style, if you want to take it this way. So the products are eligible, as I mentioned before, for cold or premixed water. The versions are available also for hot and cold, and for thermostatic mixing valves. We can supply the products in different lengths. If there is any need of customization, since we are manufacturers, we can deliver any type of customization to the product. When it comes to the height of the product or the length of the spout, we are available to tailor-made any of the customer needs. And always, which is also important when it comes to the specification, we have the possibility to supply the faucet and the matching soap dispenser in the same style, providing a very nice look on the installation. So here is more about the deck-mounted installations. Here you see different varieties of models for different needs when it comes to a product that is on an angle, when it comes to products that needs to have a quicker activations with the sensor integrated in the spout, more classic styles. So all this is available, and of course are approved in North America, in Canada, and if there is any particular needs, it's always important to remember that as a manufacturer, we can dedicate the products to perfection to you to have a right installation. This is going back to your question about the possibility of having a sharing power source. This is the option. Here you can see the two products together. With the power splitter, as I mentioned, you can share the same power source and connect the two products together. So another thing that we have available is products ideal for retrofit. So products like, for example, the Cassava 2-in-1 is a product that allows you to install two products in one. If you have to retrofit an old installation and you have only one hole drill on the sink, you can just remove the old product and install the Cassava 2-in-1. And this product is going to deliver soap and water in one product. This product is available powered by 12-volt transformer, has also integrated a soap level indicator to you to see when do you need to replace the soap, and is ideal and is very quickly available to be installed in any retrofit job. So now we're going into the wall-mounted faucets. Before we were looking into deck-mounted. This is wall-mounted. Here it's important that the products available are dedicated to the type of installation. As I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, if you have a brick wall, if you have a plaster wall, if you have access from behind the wall, or if you don't, we have dedicated products that allows you to install the products without any problems, without any technical issues. It's a very easygoing product, very easy to install and to maintain. Here you have 4 different options with different shapes, with different bodies, that can, create a very good environment in any hospitality or commercial project. In continuation with the same line of deck-mounted products, we integrate here also the hand dryer. So here you have soap, water, and hand dryer all in one, creating this very minimalistic look into the commercial bathroom. So here's a short video showing how the product works. It comes in different finishes as well. The most important thing here to take into consideration is the hand dryer is not separated from the sink. is all integrated in the same place, avoiding having any type of splashes, right? And avoiding creating messy bathrooms, because usually what we see when the hand dryer is located away from the sink, you see all these messy bathrooms wet everywhere. So with this product, you can avoid doing that. Same concept with the deck-mounted products, when we have also the integrations of the three products together, the soap, the water, and the hand dryer. Also, this is called EverTrio, and it comes in different finishes as well. Okay, continuing with the deck-mounted products, we have also dedicated products to the healthcare sector. In this case, these products can be also retrofitted with gooseneck, and we have them also for pre-mixed water, cold or hot. The good thing is that it can be retrofitted into any medical office, dental office, clinic, etc., because the solenoid valve is integrated inside of the product for an easy maintenance. And of course, we can reach different type of leads requirements with different type of variators. The smallest one is 0.35 GPM, which is the lowest one that we can provide. And this is something that is oftenly, as I mentioned, specified in any of the healthcare sectors as well. Now we're moving into the soap dispensers. We started seeing more and more demand of having easy maintenance of soap dispensers, and that's the reason why in many products we integrate the soap level indicator, especially for maintenance personnel. It gives them the opportunity to see from the countertop when do they need to replace the soap. When the soap reservoir is full, the LED indicates a green light. When it's halfway, it turns to orange, and when there is a need to be replaced, it turns to red. Also, this is available in any of the Stern applications for maintenance. You can receive a notification in your laptop or in your phone to indicate when do you need to replace the soap by a Bluetooth application, of course. And this is a very handy way to keep the also the soap dispenser maintained. Also is another possibility that we have, which is the top fill soap dispenser. Here you have a quick showing on how the product looks. So it's very easy to maintain too. From the top of the product, you remove the cap and you can refill the soap direct from the top of the product. As you can see, there is also the LED light indicating on the bottom when do you need to replace the soap. And this product in particular comes with a 2 liters soap reservoir. Creating a very sleek and very elegant option for commercial use.
I'm impressed that whoever did the video was able to. Well, one, I'm impressed with the no losing of the cap situation, but the pouring of the soap is very impressive to me as well. I can't even fill up my mason jars when I'm doing canning without needing a funnel.
Right, exactly. Okay, so this is also it's very important for the specification process. So all the soap dispensers created by Stern are available for multi-feed installations, meaning that in a high traffic area, if you have more than 5 soap dispensers, up to 6 soap dispensers, you can use one soap reservoir, which is 1.6 gallons or 6 liters. And the possibilities are that you can refill the soap either from the countertop or from under the countertop, or you can just come and bring a new soap tank and replace it, right? So for this solution. So basically, we always recommend to specify the MF soap dispenser model. So in all the Stern literature, we indicate where is the MF meant for multi-feed, right? Model that needs to be chosen to select the multi-feed system. So in the picture below, you see how the system looks. So you have the main reservoir, you have the countertop where you need to refill the soap direct to the reservoir without going underneath, without opening any underneath doors, anything like that. Very easy, and also with the soap level indicator as well. So this is a great solution, and it's very, very important to keep this into consideration when you specifying any of the Stern soap dispensers.
Yeah, that is a great solution, especially, I think last quarter we were discussing the high traffic applications, and we launched our ATS template on high traffic applications. One of the pieces that we discussed back then was with not specifically the Stern, but in general for soap dispensers where you have a number of locations coming from a bulk cistern, there can be concerns around viscosity of the soap. Is there specific soap that's required for this, or a specific level of viscosity to go such a long way?
Well, the good news is that a Stern allows you to use any type of soap. So we have a criteria of viscosity that is the only thing that we require, but it comes in any type of commercial soaps used in high traffic areas. By having the possibility of you choosing your own soap, you have that freedom. It's great, right? So we're not enforcing anybody to use one particular soap. We have tested other soap dispensers with different type of soaps in a laboratory, and every single one within the viscosity criteria has the test, and that gives as I said, that gives the freedom to the users, to the facility managers to choose their own soap.
Fantastic. Thanks.
Welcome. So now we're moving into the high-speed hand dryers. As I mentioned before, we have the two categories, the wall-mounted and deck-mounted. As I mentioned in the previous slide, it's very important also in order to keep the aesthetics of the place that you have the product installed in the sink. So that make a big difference. In contrary to other manufacturers, we don't request any type of particular shape of the sink, of the throat to just to use our hand dryers. It can be used in any type of sinks or washroom. I was mentioning before that we also have NSF approved for drinking fountain products. In this case, this is the CoolTF faucet that can be used in any type of restaurants, kitchens, bars. So basically what this product does is replace any type of mechanical taps or mechanical faucets used in any drinking fountains by a touch-free one. So you present your hand in front of the sensor just to activate the faucet, and you can present your hand again just to stop the water flow, or if you walk away, it will stop immediately, automatically. This is ideal to also to be specified in any gym or hotels or spas, anything like that. Now we're going to present our solutions for behind the mirror cabinets. So this is just a little video showing how the product looks like. So the idea is to have a very neat, clean environment in commercial bathrooms where you have everything integrated behind the mirror. It's very easy to maintain, very easy to get access to the installation by just lifting the mirror. So we have integrated pictograms showing the users what they need to use their hands, where they need to put their hands. And we have the flexibility of course, tailoring or customizing the product as well. We have different sizes, different features that can be combined, even including a product that has an integrated TV to be used in any type of commercial installations, if you want to run some ads, some publicity, or even in any type of office buildings as well, right? So which is called Swart TV. I think I'm missing this part, but for some reason this video doesn't show it, but I will show it to you later. Okay, so we're moving into the touchless partitions, so touchless cubicles, and this is important to clarify here that Stern has realized that we could use the same technology applied for our fixtures and sub-dispensers, WCs and urinals for partitions, for cubicles. So basically, after COVID, we realized that the best way to maintain the public area or the commercial bathrooms completely clean, free of germs, is to have a complete solution inside of the bathroom that is absolutely touch-free. That's the reason that we came out with this solution. Basically, the idea is to have an occupancy indicator when you walk into the public bathroom to know which one is available. And you simply present your hand in front of the sensor to open the cubicle. And from the inside of the cubicle, you present your hand again just to lock the door. So the way of using the product is this way, as shows in this video. So you see, even a kid or an elderly person can just use this product in a very easy way. It's from floor to ceiling. We're using 40 millimeters HPL. You see how the light turns into red when it's occupied. For any emergency matters, you can open manually the cubicle from inside. And it's a great idea just to complete the bathroom experience in a complete touch-free zone. This is the Swart TV, as you can see, with the integrated TV. We see also that we see that there is a lot of a big tendency today to specify this type of products also in hospitality. It doesn't, of course, doesn't need to be in the rooms, but yes, in common areas, we see more and more specifications of this type of products. The partitions comes in 6 different colors, and of course, other finishes are available upon request. Depends on the taste of the architect or the interior designer, but we can fulfill this need as well. So we have 2 different type of dimensions, and the way to assemble the doors is very simple. We don't complicate the life of anybody. The way that we supply the products is very intuitive and very easy to install. All the products are coming like in IKEA style, if you know what I mean. It's very easy to get the products up and running and for a very easy installation. So we can arrive to high standards with this product. The maximum height of the door of the cubicles arrive to 3 meters, and we can even go higher than that, because the idea really is to create this kind of a feeling in an office building, for example, where you have a very private area, right? The acoustic of Stern cubicles is very high standard, and you want employees in this case to feel like at home, right, when they go into the bathroom in the office. So that's basically the main characteristics of Stern touch-free cubicles. We're almost done. Lately is of course the flash systems. We have touch-free urinals and touch-free WCs. of course, for concealed installation, for exposed installations, with 24 hours mandatory hygiene flush, which is a great feature for this type of solutions as well. And we always recommend this today to, to complete, as I said, the idea of a touch-free bathroom, right? This is several projects that we have done in the US and in Canada that you can just get access to them, and we're very proud of having these very important projects up and running in.
I was going to ask,
Yeah.
didn't we also just get the some of the Pearson renovations with the Stern product, right? Was that the
Correct.
Swar? Was that
It's a
the
Swar.
mirror? Yeah.
It's a Swar. Correct.
Are they
That's a
putting the
Swar.
fancy delayed flight and everything on that one as well? Or is it-
Most probably, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, also is in Pearson and in Montreal Airport as well.
Mhm.
Suarez is specified there too. Okay, so I'm ready if there is any questions, anything that you want to know.
So yeah, we'll pause here. We'll see if there's any questions coming in. I saw a couple people
Okay.
look like they might be trying to raise some questions. In the meantime, in case you are unaware of the affiliation with ATS, ATS is a product selection company. We work mostly on tools to help engineers and architects make these selections and add these products to download a specification.
Right.
We're not going to have anyone unmuted. I saw a couple of hands being raised, but you can pot up in your question into the Q&A or chat fields, and I'll be sure to bring up your question. So as part of that relationship with ATS, we do have not all, but most of the products that are discussed today included in our spec tool, where you can grab build your combination of a multi-lav basin with the Swar for a multi-lav type design, especially in high traffic applications. So a couple of questions coming in. First one, is there an average lead time for some of the different finish options? Does your black, the matte black, or that bronze finish delay or add any lead time to the product delivery?
Okay, so first of all, we do work with some stock, permanent stock. Depends on the quantities. Of course, every is a case-by-case thing, right? Usually our delivery time for chrome-plated products is about 3 to 4 weeks. When it comes to matte black or any PVD, it could be between 4 and 6 weeks. Depends on the quantities.
Yeah, and I'd say that, if you are working on a large project with large volumes of quantities, always best, there's also a number of customizable features to these products. So beyond the finish, it's always best to say get involved with either ATS, and we'll introduce you to the conversation with Claudio, or we'll have the Claudio work directly with, say, your architectural team to better ensure the specification and the quantities and project delivery. Next question coming in, is there a mechanical override function on, I would guess the flush valves this is partnered with, but faucets as well. Sometimes you may have a mechanical override function on a faucet as well.
Yeah, first of all, for WCs and urinals, we do have an override mechanical push button. Sometimes it's a piezo technology or an pneumatic push button. For faucets, fixtures, and sub dispensers, no, because the idea really there is no need to touch anything, right? But yes, for WCs and urinals, correct.
Perfect. Well, and we'll wait to see if any additional questions come in. In the meantime, I do want to highlight again that these products are available for specification and product selection on the ATS spec tool. If this is your first time seeing an ATS University session, welcome, and hopefully you found it great so far. We always close off by showing you where you can find the products for product selection. Before we even dive into ATS spec, which is a free, paid for by the manufacturers product selection tool, all available by your own personal login. You can have group arrangements within your firm so that you can share projects back and forth with your coworkers and colleagues. But before you even log in, you can find various amounts of information either on our template field, which I've got open here, or in our Learning Hub, where we've got a number of blogs, sizing guides, webinars from previously recorded sessions like we talked about earlier today. Those can all be accessed, like I mentioned, through that drop down, and you can see some of the various brochures and application guides that we have. These are, in essence, the ATS version of a master. You may have your own firm's version of the way you build a long-term care facility, or the way you build a commercial, class A commercial washroom, or multifamily, or high traffic environments. This is our ATS kind of best guess, best starting pack. And the great thing is that these are available on the spec tool as well. You can either download the catalog version, or you can use them to start your project or start your own master on ATS, which will just enhance the speed and efficiency as you can customize that, tailor that to your own firm-specific versions. Let's say that you prefer the SWAR for all of your high traffic areas. You can build that into your own firm's high traffic area master, copy and paste. Everything's going to be updated, accurate, code compliant. And if there's a model number change later on this year, your master will be kept updated for the next time that you come back to build a project. All of these webinars that we've recorded, as I mentioned, are available for training on demand. You can get training in a variety of ways, either by following along with any of these previously recorded sessions, or reach out to myself, any of my team, like Natalia, Mo, Melanie, Phil, and we can set up a firm-specific version of these training sessions, or get another. If you have a topic that you'd like to see covered in an ATS university, you can reach out, and we'll certainly include that feedback to plan accordingly for the next quarter's ATS university sessions. So we can either set up your own specific lunch and learn on the topic for your firm, or help you get a webinar that fits your needs. Now, I mentioned this is a login specific portal, and once you've logged in, you will have an amount of ways that you can use the tool right from the start. You can see this great Start Now button. This is how you can build your first project. Although we also have different types of projects for level of detail. You may have your Pearson Airport project that you're working on, like we mentioned. For that, you would hit New Project. If you just need a quick spec of the soap water air mirror, you can just hit Quick Spec and find that. I mentioned the masters, where you can have your own firm-specific masters and share those among your colleagues. You can do so there. And then, of course, you got a nice engagement portal here that shows you how many projects and specs and products specified you as an individual, and then you as a firm all have on the system. So nice way to see what you and your colleagues are working on ATS. The difference, as I mentioned, for a project versus a quick spec, the project requires a little bit more detail. Put in a project name where you could put in, say, Pearson Airport, like we mentioned, or as we do have sometimes, Confidential Airport. However it is that you wish to put in the details of your project. We do look for location information. This is going to help us apply the right rules engine. There's various building codes across Canada, and putting in your location allows us to show the right building code. And this is true across the US as well. So we do have the different building codes and different guides for, say, California, where ultra low flow is the base requirement. That's going to be affected for your rules. If you are just looking for a quick spec, you can hit this button here. Like I mentioned, we may just be looking for that mirror that you mentioned. So we can put in mirror. You can see I've got a couple of my favorite categories already pinned, and then you can see all the variety of other products and categories that are available on the ATS spec tool. You may not work on backflows, but someone else in your office may. You may not work on mirrors, but someone else in your office may. So we have all these varieties of products available, from architectural focused products to mechanical and engineering focused products. And you can search by category. You can pin your favorite categories. You can search by model number. You can search by series name as well. So, you know, if you want to search by any sort of method, you should be able to do so. Personally, I like to get into the category and then start searching. I find it's a little bit easier to refine the selection once I'm inside the category, where I could filter down by fixture type, application, dimensions and details. And these filters are going to change based on your application and based on the type of fixture that you're discussing. Now you can see the barrier-free icon is not allowed to be toggled here. That's because I just created a quick spec, and like I mentioned in the beginning, a project is going to have a location. The location gives us application to our rules engine, and the rules engine is how we apply the local barrier-free code. But you can still select a product. You can go through, customize any options. I got to move my screen here for a second. You can see the manufacturer's cut sheet is embedded into the system. And this is true for, again, all the products across the ATS spec tool, where you'll be able to view any additional details on the manufacturer's cut sheet, confirm it is the right product that you want, and then go back and either configure or choose a new product. I'm going to add this product in, and there we go. In a matter of seconds, I have selected and chosen my mirror. This mirror, I'm like, yep, that's perfect. That's all I need. I can go back to my quick spec thing here. And now I could download, I can edit, I can call it mirror soap water activated here. You can add in any additional notes. I can hit save. I can adjust my sequence. Once I'm happy, hit this box to download, and you can download it in any one of our 10 different formats. Now, what I want to show was I created a project already before we jumped into the system. So you can see there's project information there, there's location information. I've got the office building application toggled. Here you can see our combination of a multi-lav, 3-station lav, the soap, water, air, mirror, all the supplies and P-traps and carriers that you need to make this a true combination. As well, we could do an individual faucet with the matching soap dispenser, and that's showing in the code here. You know, we've got our 237.810, and then that 237.920, which is the number for the matching faucet or the matching soap. But how you could add another selection, or let's say we find this 237.810. If you know the model number, that's where the quick search comes in. I can pop in my 237.810. May take a second or two to pull up the appropriate information. But there we go. We've got our product selection. I can toggle this. And now all those options that are available with this product are already pre-selected. Now I could reset this, choose a different option. Say I want a lower flow. I just want the battery powered, and I want my matching battery powered soap dispenser. Updates that. If you want to see, again, more details on what those numbers mean, you can hit the spec sheet. We'll have the spec sheet, all those additional details included in it. And then you can add the product, and now we've changed or added or revised whatever it is you're doing on the system. This gray button will go to complete, and I can go back to the project. Now, if we want to add that mirror again to this project, I can go to my favorite category. It's right at the top because I've already pinned it. I could filter by application. I could search when I'm in here for the SWAR. Configure, revise, anything that you need to do. I can hit add product. And we're going to hit complete as it's finalized in our selection. So now we've got our project file with that same combined selection, with our lav combination selection, our faucet and matching soap specific detail, that additional faucet that we searched for, and the additional mirror that we searched for. I've gone back, I've talked to my architect, my owner, decided that I don't need the battery style. I can just hit delete. and it'll update the selection as well. One thing I forgot to mention, we had a new update recently that started automatically including drawing labels for certain fixture types. So you can see we've got mirrors 1 that was just automatically preloaded here. Now you may have a different naming convention internally. Maybe you just call it mirror. Maybe you call it mirror, M1, whatever it is. You can edit that, of course. And then once you're happy, you could download the entire package. I could download everything but this faucet, or maybe get rid of everything except for the mirror. Any of the boxes that you check are going to be downloaded when you hit download. And then we can multi-select, we can do schedule, long spec, manufacturer spec, generate documents. And this will put all those packages together. You'll be able to download 4 of the 10 formats that we selected. We could have included a CSI spec if we wanted. We could have included our Revit files if we wanted. We've got long spec in Word, short spec in Word. We've got fixture schedules, product brochures, and it'll put all those documents together. But I always assume that something might delay me as the time. It does show you, 2 of the 4 files are already preparing for download, but I've already pre-downloaded. So here you can see our written spec. And from here, you could just copy and paste and put this into your own internal written standards. Obviously, none of the ATS formats are, locked content. You can take what it is and take what you want, what you need, delete any of the others, add alternates. We are working on an alternative system that should be out this year, but for now, you could copy and paste, revise your written spec as you need be. We do have formats without our formatting in as well. I wanted to show a couple of the PDF types that we have. So this is our ATS submittal package. It's where you combine multiple manufacturers onto one page. Believe it or not, this was once an innovation in the industry, and still is one of the few that actually combine manufacturers into a single selection. There's some that are maybe combining product types, but not across manufacturers. And then if you want a little bit more detailed version of these, we of course have our manufacturer spec sheet version. You get a nice table of contents. You get your broken down detail of exactly what's in this particular combination. And then you manufacture cut sheet for each of the individual components within that combination. Great for enhanced detail, maybe doing your final discussions on whether or not it fits into your space. And then, of course, an early discussion format or product brochure where you can present multiple options and show a little bit better, visual presentation, a little bit higher end aesthetics of what is going into the facility. Combining, you can have single, double, or quad images for each page, depending on how large you want the pictures. Gives you just the important details like your flow rate, some of the aspects of the soap, some of the aspects of the hand dryer. So not quite as much detail as the manufacturer spec, but a little bit better image than the submittal sheet. So variety of formats that all fit different purposes. And with the final one being, of course, your schedule. Some firms use a written spec, some firms put a schedule on the drawings, some firms, everyone's got a different way of doing it. So we have multiple formats that fit different firms and their style of project delivery. Here, if you need a fixture schedule, is the only one I know of where you combine all the different categories of schedule into one download. So we've got our plumbing schedule here. There's an accessories schedule. We've got partition schedule. We've got pump schedule. We've got water heater, backflow, all sorts of different schedules with different headers based on the most common headers in the industry. So we went through and reviewed for an accessory schedule, what is the most common headers in the industry. First, plumbing schedule was the most common headers in the industry. So all of that is built into the system. Again, all free and easy to play with. for architects and engineers in the North American market, paid for by our wonderful manufacturers that are on the system. And then lastly, finally, I mentioned the templates. I did want to just quickly show that they are available on the system as well. On the left-hand side, you have your dashboard, you've got your projects, you've got your masters, the templates, and the quick specs. So if I wanted to take this high traffic master template and start building my own internal master for Zach Allison Engineering, I could go through and say, well, all of mine are going to be hardwired. I do want the accessories, so I'm going to check this box. I do want the drainage, so I'm going to check this box. You know, but I don't ever use this funnel floor drain. I use a different funnel floor drain. I could just not include that. I go through and see my pet relief area. Sure, I do have all my projects have a pet relief area. And then of course my prayer rooms. You know, I don't really use this aquarium sink anymore, but I do use a foot shower. But I tend to prefer the Voodoo unit from Acorn. Okay. And then I could finish off with my janitor's closet. Confirm all that. Well, I don't need this sink. I use only the mop sink. And then I would copy that into my own new master. I would call this Zach's high traffic master. Select an airport. Next, finish. And then I could start revising that. Now, again, we talked about collaboration being available. Now, if Claudio is working with me on a project and we are, you know, across the ocean, we could share this master, share this project, revise it together, hit copy, paste into our next project that we have together. So yeah, that is
That's great.
Slightly more in depth. It's not often I get to actually go into detail, but thank you for giving me lots of time at the end of the day today, Claudio.
Thank you for sharing this. It's great. Fantastic.
Usually I'm rushing to get it done in the last like 5-6 minutes, but you gave me ample time today. I appreciate you helping me get through all the details. There's so much to the spec tool now. We've been constantly adding features, making changes, adding new manufacturers like Stern last year, which allows us to add even more categories. And you know, there's often a lot to cover and not a lot of time to do so. So thank you for that.
Not a problem. Anytime.
I didn't see any additional questions coming in, so it looks like you covered everything people could hope for in terms of faucets and soap and
Happy to do so.
Innovations that are happening at Stern today.
Great.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you for those that have jumped on and spent the hour with us today. Of course, we'll have the certificate of attendance sent out to those that stayed with us. And if you would like any additional details, if you want a specific version of this for your firm, please reach out to us. We'll be happy to set up a lunch and learn for you. Or if there's a specific project you wish to discuss and think that there might be a product from today that fits, of course, our market development team, whether that's myself, Mo, Mel, Nat, Phil, any of our teams across Canada, will be happy to walk through the project, make sure the appropriate product is selected, including our wonderful soap, water, air mirrors. Those are very cool.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all. Have a great rest of the day. We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you later. Bye now.